Fairies. Possibly the most beautiful creatures to ever walk this earth. They have a bright spectrum of colors that decorate their paper-thin wings. Their beautiful songs make a person fall asleep and dream of running through a meadow of bright flowers on a warm day. All may seem perfect on the outside, but nothing is what they seem to be. The species of fairies, also known as clarivocaeus, is a horrible species that are known to have multiple mental disorders, such as bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. About 70% of fairies are likely to develop one of these disorders during the course of their life. It fuels their drive to murder and torture, usually in gruesome manners. Fairies have been known to capture small animals, such as rabbits, chipmunks, squirrels, and in some known cases, other fairies. They will tie them to trees and force them to ingest deadly toxins, or cut them open from the neck to the reproductive organs and cause fatal blood loss or organ damage. Another method is that the front limbs and back limbs are tied. One fairy pulls the front, while a second pulls the back until the spinal cord is broken, or an internal organ is ripped. The murderer, or murderers, then consume the carcass of what or who they killed. Male fairies are scarce for a good reason. When a male is born, it's fair game. The mother would never consume its daughter, which develops slower than males, which are ready to go once it's born. Once the male is out of the womb and the cord has been cut, the female has no bond with it. The son must get away from the mother, or it will attempt to consume it. It lives alone its entire life until it's old enough to mate at around 5 years. Once it finds a good mate, they have sexual intercourse, but afterward the female kills it and eats the wings of the male. Wings have a high amount of protein and will be good for an expecting mother. The female then buries the male, and when its offspring is born, the mother lets them consume the carcass of their father. This is only if it is female. Fairies also must be in their definition of perfect. Any simple flaws, a scar, a damaged wing, or dull wing colors puts up a red flag. Since fairies are cannibalistic and will consume fairies when they get the chance, a flaw shows that another fairy is easy game. Now, aren't you glad to know that? Aren't you glad that fairies you knew from your childhood are really bloodthirsty killers that would like to eat you? Yes, fairies will eat humans. You know what a murder victim's never found? That's because fairies had a wondrous feast on some human flesh. Also, I suggest you look out your window. You look delicious.